Hi everyone, welcome back to my Notary Biz channel. If you're new here, my name is Phyllis Traylor, and I've been working as a notary in Texas for over a decade. In today's video, we're diving into a fundamental question: what exactly is a Texas Notary Public, and what exactly does a notary do? I think this is a good question. Whether you're considering becoming a notary or just curious about the role, this video will give you all the details you need. Let's get started. First things first, let's define what a notary public is. A notary public is an official appointed by the state government to serve as an impartial witness during the signing of important documents. In Texas, a notary's role is to verify the identity of the signers, ensure they are signing willingly and knowingly, and to administer oaths when required. A notary's seal and signature makes documents legally binding and protect against fraud, which is why the position is so crucial in both legal and business transactions. Now let's discuss the role and responsibilities. Now, what exactly does a Texas Notary Public do? The primary responsibility of a notary is to verify the identity of the individuals involved in signing a document. This means checking a valid ID, such as a driver's license or passport, to confirm that the person is who they claim to be. Once the identity is confirmed, the notary ensures that the signer is acting voluntarily and is aware of the contents of the documents. This is especially important in cases where the document has legal or financial implications, like contracts, affidavits, or real estate transactions. And one note I really want to interject right here is that when we are verifying a client's or signer's ID, that ID has to be current. In Texas, we cannot use expired identifications. Also in Texas, the ID must contain a picture and a signature. So most of the IDs that are used are usually either a driver's license or state IDs or passports. And also in Texas, we can only use U.S. passports unless the document has something to do with real estate. If the document is some type of real estate document, then a foreign passport can be used. But again, it has to be current. So the IDs, whatever ID we use, it has to be current. It has to meet the requirements of Texas state laws. So I just want to emphasize that the IDs have to be current IDs. Okay, as a notary, you'll also be responsible for maintaining a record of all your notarial acts in a notary journal. This journal is a legal requirement in Texas and must be kept secure to protect the privacy of the individuals involved. It also serves as an essential record in case any of your notarizations ever get questioned. And again, I just want to interact right here that your notary journal is probably going to be one of your most important notary tools, because this is how you document and record all of the notarial transactions that you complete. So you want to make sure that you do a good job in documenting this information. Now, there are certain requirements that Texas laws require for notaries to include in their journal, but there's also some best practices where you can add even additional information, because the notary journal is going to serve as a method to not only record the transaction, but also to cover a notary in case, as mentioned earlier, in case anything ever comes into question. Because the last thing you want is a phone call requesting your presence in court for a notarization that you completed. If you ever get a phone call like that, the first thing you should think about doing is just grabbing your notary journal, because you recorded everything that you notarized and you know you done it right. So any question they may ask you in court, you should be able to answer with no problem, as long as you have your notary journal with you. Okay, let's talk about some of the common documents that a Texas Notary Public might handle. These can include real estate deeds, powers of attorney, wills, affidavits, and business contracts. Essentially, any document that requires a formal witness or verification of the signer's identity might require notarization. These are all some legally powerful documents, so it's best that you know what you are doing before trying to notarize anything. I suggest getting some formal state-specific training. Notarizing these documents ensures that they are legally enforceable and helps prevent disputes or fraud down the line. And again, I just want to re-emphasize the need for training if you decide to be a notary, especially if you decide to do this as a business, which quite a few people do. I really suggest that you get some state-specific training so that you know what you're doing, so you know what you can and can't do as a notary. And if you're in Texas, we actually offer state-specific training for Texas notaries. So I provided a link in the description of this video to our Texas Notary Public Professional Training Academy website. So please take a look at that. Take a look at the training that we offer. I tell you, you cannot go wrong with taking some state-specific training, so you'll know what you're doing as a notary public. Because one thing to keep in mind, especially for Texas notaries, is that you are 100% responsible for every signature that you notarize. So if something goes wrong, you cannot use the excuse that I didn't know, because you are expected to know. Even though Texas doesn't have any required training for their notaries, you're still expected to know what you can and can't do as a Texas notary. Authority and limitations. While a Texas Notary Public has the authority to perform a variety of duties, it's important to understand the limitations of the role. For example, a notary is not allowed to provide legal advice or draft legal documents unless they are also a licensed attorney. The role of a notary is to serve as an impartial witness, not to interpret or explain the contents of the documents being signed. Another key point is that a notary cannot notarize a document in which they have a personal interest. This can include documents for family members or for a business in which the notary is involved. Maintaining impartiality is critical to upholding the integrity of the notary role. So again, earlier I mentioned that the notary serves as an impartial witness. So you can't be impartial if you're notarizing a document that you have an interest in. So in order to remain impartial, if you have if you're included in a document, if you have any type of interest in a document, then you should not notarize signatures on that document. Just like you can't notarize your own signature. A notary cannot notarize their own signature. Because again, there's no impartiality where that's concerned if you're notarizing your own signature. Okay, so why is the role of a notary public so important? In short, notaries help protect the integrity of legal in financial transactions by preventing fraud, by verifying the identity of signers, and ensuring that documents are signed willingly. Notaries play a key role in maintaining trust in the legal system. Notaries, it would be much easier for individuals to force signatures or sign documents under duress, leading to legal disputes and financial losses. That's why notaries are essential in both personal and professional settings. Becoming a Texas notary. If you're interested in becoming a Texas Notary Public, it's a relatively straightforward process. You'll need to meet the eligibility requirements, obtain a security bond, complete the application, and purchase the necessary supplies. If you're curious about the step-by-step process, be sure to check out my other videos where I walk you through exactly how to become a Texas Notary. I have a link in the description for that particular video. And there you have it, a comprehensive look at what it means to be a Texas Notary Public. Whether you're thinking of becoming one or just wanted to understand the role better, I hope this video has given you the clarity you need. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more notary tips and guides. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover, feel free to leave a comment below. I'm always happy to help. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.